going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Nick Bartel, Editor-in-Chief for Techno Warriors TV, and welcome to another audio interview. We are here for the intergalactic amazing UFO sightings of John. Now, where are you from, by the way, John?
Good evening, Nick. I'm from the UK.
And he has seen some pretty crazy stuff. Some really crazy UFOs he has seen. And it was a multi-person sighting. So, it's the UFO, and this is an audio interview, ladies and gentlemen. So this means that you won't see our faces. This is going to be like a recording of voice. Hence the word audio interview. So, first of all, I'd like to give a big shout out to the Mutual UFO Network and the British UFO Network. Another shout out to Ari Coffee, Teas and Bobas, located in Holloman Air Force Base. Check out their Techno Warriors TV Boba. And then also, I'd like to give a big shout out to you guys for all your love and support throughout the years, because we got more stuff coming to you. We even are giving away a pair of Skull Candy Dime 2s. That's right, you heard it first on this interview. The Skull Candy Dime 2, they're the dark blue and light greens. So when we get to 6,000 subscribers, I'll give away those earbuds. These are true wireless earbuds with 3 hours of battery life in each earbud. They got really amazing sound for how small they are, and they're extremely portable. So you can also get the Dime 2 at Skull Candy's website. You should check out their cool Dorito line of headphones. They got the Dime 2s and the Skull Candy Player Gaming headphones, gaming headset in Dorito colors. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the UFO sightings of John. So tell us about what you experienced and take it away.
Hey, Nick. First of all, I just want to say I love your enthusiasm and I wish you the best of luck with the show. It sounds like, it's a great idea having people come forward to report their sightings, and I think now it's getting easier for people to talk about them without it being such a fringe subject as well. Mm-hmm. So I'll give you a bit of background. I've always been interested in UFOs. When I was a kid, I had a book and it had got some pictures and some stories about UFOs, and I was always interested. And then the internet came about, and obviously, with the internet, there were people posting photos and video clips and things online. And I did a lot of research when I was younger, and I got to the point where I was kind of convinced it was all classified programs or, space planes or military aircraft and things like that. And then in 2016, I went on a camping trip with 6 other friends, and we'd been out for the day doing some stuff. And on the campsite later that night, we're all set up. We're all sitting around a picnic table at about 4 a.m. in the morning. Some people may have been drinking. I had not, because I was the designated driver for that evening. Mm-hmm. And we were all sitting around a picnic table when one of the girls points up at the sky and she goes, look at that. And so I look up in the sky and everybody's like looking at this flashing white light traveling in a straight line. So imagine like a satellite spinning, right? And as it catches the sun, it's flash, flash, flash. And so at this time, I'm looking up at it. Everybody's going, oh, it's a UFO. And I'm like, well, hold up. It could be just a satellite that's catching the sun. I said, but, keep your eyes on it. It could be something really cool. And so as we're watching this thing, this flash, 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 it stayed turned on, right? So this flashing thing that was moving across the sky became a ball of light. And at that moment, when it stayed turned on, it moved at 90 degrees from its horizontal trajectory. And I would estimate, I'll give you a little bit more background. I fly drones, I fly model helicopters in my spare time. So I also spend a lot of time looking up at the sky. I love airplanes, I love space travel. I spend countless hours watching documentaries about that kind of thing. I would estimate that this thing was very, very, very high up in the sky, if not maybe 80,000 feet. So anyway, this thing that looked like a satellite is flashing as it's going across the sky, and it lights up. It moves at 90 degrees vertically upwards. It's difficult to describe how much it moved upwards, but I couldn't tell you from. But anyway, this object lights up and it starts to move upwards. At which point it flashes like a camera and then just shoots off incredible. You know, when all these pilots report their sightings and they say it left at incredible speed, this thing just absolutely disappeared. I can't explain to you, or I can't explain to your viewers, how fast this thing shot off into space. And it was almost like a straight bolt of lightning that faded away. It was just incredible. And so anyway, at that moment, everybody sat around the picnic table, all said wow at exactly the same time. Exactly the same time. Everybody went wow. And then for the rest of that evening, we all speculated over whether it was Russian, Chinese, British or American technology or something else. And, you know, it's difficult, isn't it? We don't know what they've got locked away in military programs or things like that. But this thing really, really, it just left me with so many questions. How is it powered? How does it move that fast? What's inside it? Where did it come from? How is it made? How does it propel itself like that? You know, all the classic questions. And yeah, here we are now. But that's basically my sighting. It happened in Wales, about not very far away from Snowdon. What I'll do for you, Nick, is give you a geolocation of the place where we were camping, because we were camping in a spot that is completely, I won't say free to camp, but you can definitely go and camp there, and it's not a campsite. So I'll give you the geolocation for that, and I will give you a rough bearing of which direction we were looking when we were at the campsite as well. And the date again was, I'm pretty sure it was 2016, and it was May the 5th, because it was my son's birthday and he should have been there with me, but he wasn't. And it was 4 a.m. in the morning, and we were all, like I said, 6 of us saw this thing, and it just, I've thought about it every day since.
Wow. Now, did you say you had another sighting?
I have had, I've had a couple of other sightings, not anything that I think is worth mentioning in the respect of, you know, what we saw that thing do that night was absolutely incredible. Because, you know, when you, I'll tell you another couple of things as well whilst we're talking about this. People have asked me, they said, why didn't you film it? And I'll tell you this, right? So at the time, from me thinking it was a satellite to it flying off at incredible speed, there's about 3 seconds. And in that time, you don't want to take your eyes off the thing, but you don't actually realise what's happening until it's actually happened and disappeared and gone. None of us, not one of us, had a camera out or a camera phone or anything. We all witnessed it, and it was the talk of the evening then. And when we get back together as well, the 6 of us, you know, regularly talk about that incident. But the other one was weird. I mean, maybe you've heard of the hitchhiker effect, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we got back from that trip, I'm pulled up in the car park outside my house, and I'm talking to my father regarding what's happened on the weekend. And I'm talking to one of his workmen, and we're having the banter, and he's telling me that his father had once seen something, you know, whatever it was, classified craft, UFO, you know, unknown thing in the sky. And at the time we're talking, my dad points up at the sky, and there's a golf ball sized thing, right? I could have no explanation for it other than it looked like a golf ball flying through the air, and it was about 20 feet in height above us, and it flew in a perfectly straight line above our head and completely out of sight. And that's all there is to it, dude. I don't know. Me and my dad saw it. It was a bit weird, and especially that it was just after that trip, and I'd come back from seeing that other that thing that we saw.
So, did you report it to MUFON?
I did. Did I report it to MUFON? I don't think I did report it to MUFON. I've posted about it on Reddit, and so I've made a sighting report via there. But I don't think I did report it to MUFON actually. I'll provide you with the contents of the post as well, so you can verify everything that I've said in this. With
no worries. It's really cool to have you on the show and talk about your experience. So, do you have anything else to add?
Just I wish people would keep more of an open mind. Don't draw conclusions if we don't know the answers. We've got a lot of questions that we need answers to, and that we need to remain open-minded. And we have some amazing discoveries to be made, I think.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, well, thank you so much for being on our show today. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to the audio interview of John of the UFO sightings of John. He had some really crazy stuff happen to him. And ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, you know what to do. You hit that like button if you like this video. Hit that dislike button if you did not like this video. And if you adored this video, all you have to do is strangle that subscribe button, slap that like button in the face, and pow, right in the kisser. Have an amazing weekend, ladies and gentlemen.